It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm Brandon Gaughan. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on fourth down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. On the ground, it's Cruz. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Travis. Little short pass to James. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, team was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Able to slither by. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he'll find Hall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards one's out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Trying to move the pocket there, out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Operating from the gun, Travis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Looking to throw. Travis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Azeez Ojulari. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Travis. And this throw will be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way to a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Mayer from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Travis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Travis being chased out left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this this on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is Cruz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Travis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His second catch in the Super Bowl, but it's good enough for a first down. Operating from the gun, Travis. Little short pass to James. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Travis. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hall on to give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. It's complete to Cruz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll look to throw again. And the Jets pressure 2 notches, down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. it didn't exist.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Travis buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off play action. Travis, he'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, that got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking deep for Elliott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
In motion, Dorsett. Back to throw again. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give running right is Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give to Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give to Hall. And bulldozing his way through. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.